It started as a harmless joke. I laughed at it at first, thinking it was just one of those silly sisterly pranks. But that laughter quickly turned into a strange, sinking panic I couldn't shake. My name is Ethan, 16, average height, messy brown hair, and an awkward personality that made me blend into the background. I spent most of my time playing video games or hiding in my room. My sister, Lily, 15, confident, mischievous, and endlessly creative, had a different idea for fun that day. "I dare you," she said, holding up a bright pink dress and a mischievous grin. "Try this on. If you don't, I'll tell Mom you refused, and then you'll regret it." I stared at the dress. Lily, come on. That's ridiculous." She leaned closer, eyes sparkling. "Don't make me do this the hard way, Ethan. Trust me, it'll be funny. Just one joke." I laughed nervously. "Okay, fine, one joke," I muttered, trying to play it off. But when I stepped into the dress, I realized it wasn't just a joke anymore. The fabric was soft and delicate, unlike anything I'd worn. It hugged my body in ways that made me feel exposed, vulnerable, and strangely different. "See?" Lily said, stepping back to admire her handiwork. "You look amazing. Totally girly." I wanted to protest. I wanted to rip the dress off. But the reflection in the mirror froze me. My body felt foreign. My face looked softer. My shoulders smaller. Even my hands seemed slimmer, more delicate. I swallowed hard. Lily, this isn't funny anymore." She giggled, brushing a stray hair from my face. "Relax, Ethan. It's just a joke for now. But you have to admit it looks good on you. Better than I expected." The thing is, I couldn't deny it. Despite the embarrassment, despite the panic rising in my chest, a strange thrill coursed through me. I hated myself for feeling it, hated that part of Ethan was captivated by the attention, by how different I felt. Over the next few hours, Lily escalated her prank. She pulled out makeup, taught me to apply it carefully, curling my eyelashes and adding blush to my cheeks. She helped me style my hair, placing ribbons and clips with an almost professional precision. "You're a natural," she whispered. "Honestly, Ethan, or should I say, Emmy, you might just pull this off forever." I froze. Emmy? That was a name she had just invented for me. And it felt terrifyingly fitting. That evening, I tried to change back into my old clothes, desperate to reclaim Ethan. But Lily blocked my path, arms crossed, smirking. "Nope," she said firmly. "Jeans are locked away. You're Emmy now, at least for the rest of the night. Maybe longer." Panic surged. "Lily, come on. This isn't fair." She shrugged, eyes twinkling with mischief. "Fair? Life isn't fair, Ethan. And this is the best joke ever. You're going to have to live with it forever, or until I say otherwise." I lay in bed that night, staring at the ceiling. The reflection of Emmy in the mirror across the room seemed to stare back at me, her eyes mocking, playful, yet somehow real. I wasn't just dressed as a girl, I was becoming someone else entirely. Hunger for freedom collided with the strange, reluctant fascination I felt. Could I escape? Could I reclaim Ethan? Or was Emmy here to stay? That night, Lily whispered from the doorway. "Sleep tight, Emmy, tomorrow. The world will see you. And there's no turning back." I shivered. My old life, my identity slipping away faster than I could grasp. It all started as a harmless joke, just a silly dare for my younger sister, Lily. I thought it would be funny, a one-time thing to make us laugh. But that laughter quickly turned into a sinking, twisting panic I couldn't escape. My name is Ethan. I'm 16, with messy brown hair, average height, and the kind of personality that makes you invisible in a crowd. I spent most of my days tucked into my room, playing video games or scrolling endlessly on my phone. I wasn't prepared for what Lily had planned for me. She is 15, confident, mischievous, and endlessly clever, with a creativity that teeters on chaos. She loved pranks, jokes, and pushing me to the edge of embarrassment for her own amusement. That day, she held up a bright pink dress, her eyes sparkling with that dangerous combination of humor and cunning. "I dare you," she said, her grin mischievous. Try this on. If you don't, well, Mom might find out and then you'll regret refusing. I froze. Lily, come on. That's ridiculous. She stepped closer, tilting her head playfully. Don't make me force you. Just one joke. Trust me, it'll be hilarious. I hesitated, caught between embarrassment and curiosity. Okay, fine, one joke, I mumbled, trying to sound casual, though my stomach churned with anxiety. When I stepped into the dress, everything changed. The soft fabric hugged my body in ways I had never imagined. The pastel pink clung lightly, highlighting curves I didn't even know I had. I felt exposed, vulnerable, and strangely different. See, Lily said, stepping back, her eyes wide with triumph. You look amazing. Totally girly. I wanted to protest. I wanted to rip the dress off, run to my room, and lock the door. But my reflection froze me in place. My body felt alien. My shoulders narrower, my chest softer, my hands slimmer. Even my face reflected a version of me I didn't recognize. Lily, this isn't funny anymore, I whispered, panic rising in my throat. But she didn't care. Her mischievous smile widened, and she brushed a lock of hair behind my ear. Relax, Ethan. It's just a joke for now. But admit it, you kind of like it, don't you? I blinked. I didn't. And yet, there was a strange thrill inside me. A part of me hated it. A part of me couldn't look away. Hours passed. Lily didn't stop. She pulled out a small makeup kit, teaching me to apply mascara, blush, and lip gloss. She brushed and curled my hair, tying it up with ribbons and clips. You're a natural, she whispered, almost reverently. Honestly, Ethan, or should I say, Emmy, you might just pull this off forever. I froze. Emmy? She had invented a name for me. It sounded terrifyingly right. By the evening, I tried desperately to change back into my jeans and hoodie, desperate to reclaim myself, to find Ethan again. But Lily blocked my path, arms crossed, smirking with triumph. Nope, she said firmly. Jeans are locked away. You're Emmy now. At least for the night. Maybe forever. Panic surged. Lily, come on. This isn't fair. She shrugged. Fair? Life isn't fair. This is the best joke ever. You'll have to live with it until I say otherwise. That night, I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. Across the room, the mirror reflected Emmy, her eyes sparkling, playful, yet frighteningly real. I wasn't just dressed as a girl anymore. I was becoming someone else entirely. Confusion, fear, embarrassment, and a reluctant thrill collided inside me. Could I reclaim my identity? Could I escape this? Or was Emmy here to stay forever? From the doorway, Lily whispered softly. Sleep tight, Emmy. Tomorrow, the world will see you. And there's no turning back. My chest tightened. My old life, my identity, and my comfort slipping away faster than I could comprehend. The morning sunlight spilled across my room, illuminating every pastel detail Lily had so carefully chosen for me the night before. My dress, soft, floral, and perfectly fitted, lay neatly on the bed, accompanied by a matching cardigan and small, delicate flats. My hair, curled and adorned with a ribbon, framed a face I no longer recognized. Morning, Emmy, Lily said cheerfully, pushing the door open with her usual mischievous grin. Ready for today? We have a lot to do, and the world is waiting to see how fabulous you are. My chest tightened. The word Emmy felt foreign, yet impossibly natural. I wanted to scream, to protest, to reclaim my identity. But even as I opened my mouth, Lily's eyes held a quiet command that left me frozen. Come on, she said, tugging gently at my arm. First, we're going to practice in public. It's just a short walk to the park. People will see you. Smile, stand tall, be confident. That's rule number 1. I swallowed hard, my stomach twisting. Public? The thought of strangers seeing me dressed like this made my hands tremble. But resistance was useless. I nodded, trying to force a smile. Stepping outside, every step felt magnified. The sidewalks stretched endlessly, filled with neighbors, joggers, and families walking dogs. Lily guided me like a teacher instructing a student. Head high, she whispered. Shoulders back, smile. Emma is confident. Emma commands attention. People will notice, admire, and respect her. I stumbled slightly in the flats, each movement making me painfully aware of the new curves in my body and the weight of the dress swaying with each step. I felt eyes on me. Whispers followed our path. Every glance felt piercing. You're doing wonderfully, Lily murmured, squeezing my hand. You're learning fast. Emma is growing stronger with each step. I wanted to run. I wanted to hide. But the reflection of myself in a shop window stopped me. Emma stared back soft, delicate, undeniably feminine. At the park, Lily instructed me to interact with people. A group of children played near the fountain. Wave, Emmy, she said softly. Show them kindness and grace. I waved awkwardly, feeling my fingers tremble. One of the children smiled, and for a fleeting moment, a strange thrill coursed through me. Pride? Embarrassment? I couldn't tell. Lily's eyes gleamed with satisfaction. She snapped a picture. Perfect, she whispered. Absolutely perfect. You're learning fast. I hated the attention, yet a part of me, an unexpected, uneasy part, wanted to linger in it. After the park, she guided me to a nearby cafe. Sit, order politely, and remember Emma is confident, charming, and polite. My voice shook as I mumbled my order. The barista raised an eyebrow but smiled politely. Lily's hand rested lightly on my shoulder, and I could feel her subtle approval. You see? People respond to Emma, she said softly. They admire her, and you're becoming her completely. I wanted to protest. I wanted to escape. But every smile, every polite gesture, every awkward interaction reinforced the undeniable truth I was changing. Liam was fading. Emmy was here. Returning home, exhaustion weighed heavily on me. My legs ached, my voice was hoarse, and my mind spun from the constant attention. But Lily's pride was evident in every glance, every word. Tomorrow, she said softly, brushing a curl from my face, we'll go even further. Public events, family gatherings, everyone will see Emma. And she must shine. I swallowed hard, heart racing. Exposure terrified me. And yet, I couldn't deny the strange thrill that mixed with my humiliation. A part of me feared the world would see me, but another part, an uncontrollable part, longed for it. That night, as I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, Lily's soft whisper drifted from the doorway. Sleep tight, Emmy, tomorrow, everyone will see you. And there's no turning back. My chest tightened. Liam, my old identity, my comfort, my safety all slipping away. Emma's presence filled the room completely. The next morning, sunlight poured into my room, highlighting every pastel detail Lily had arranged. My dress, soft, floral, and perfectly fitted, lay ready on the bed, accompanied by a matching cardigan and delicate flats. My hair, curled and styled with a ribbon, framed a face I barely recognized. Good morning, Emmy, Lily said, pushing the door open with her usual mischievous grin. Today is going to be fun. We'll go out, meet neighbors, and I'll show you how to move, talk, and act like the perfect girl. Are you ready? My chest tightened. The word Emmy no longer sounded foreign. It felt like it belonged to the reflection in the mirror that stared back at me, eyes wide and alert. I wanted to scream, to protest, to reclaim my identity. But even as I opened my mouth, Lily's commanding gaze froze me. Come on, she said, tugging gently at my arm. First, we're going to the local library. People will see you. Smile, hold your head high, be confident. That's rule number 1 for today. My stomach twisted in knots. Public exposure made my hands tremble. I nodded, forcing a smile I didn't feel. Stepping outside, every movement felt magnified. Sidewalks stretched endlessly, filled with neighbors, joggers, and families walking dogs. Lily guided me like a teacher instructing a student. Shoulders back, chin up, smile. Emma is confident. Emma commands attention, she whispered. People will notice, admire, and remember her. I stumbled slightly in the flats, painfully aware of every sway of the dress, every subtle curve in my body. Whispers followed us along the streets, and every glance felt like a spotlight on me. "You're doing wonderfully," Lily murmured. "Every step is perfect. Emma is learning fast." I wanted to run. I wanted to hide. But the reflection of myself in a shop window stopped me. Emmy stared back soft, delicate, undeniably feminine. At the library, Lily instructed me to greet people, interact politely, and hold conversations. "Smile, make eye contact, and remember Emma is kind, gentle, and polite," she said. I waved awkwardly at a librarian, my hands trembling. A young girl smiled back at me. Pride, embarrassment, fear all collided in a whirlwind. Lily's eyes gleamed with satisfaction. She snapped a picture. "Perfect," she whispered. "Absolutely perfect. You're learning fast." I hated the attention, yet a part of me craved it. The strange mix of humiliation and excitement twisted inside me, making me dizzy. After the library, we stopped at a cafe. Lily instructed me to order politely, respond warmly to the staff, and practice small gestures, placing hands delicately on the table, tilting my head slightly when speaking, maintaining an inviting smile. I stumbled over words, my voice trembling. The barista raised an eyebrow but smiled politely. Lily squeezed my hand gently. "You see? People respond to Emma. They admire her. And you're becoming her completely." I wanted to protest, but every gesture reinforced the undeniable truth. Liam was fading. Emmy was here, living inside me, taking control. By the evening, exhaustion weighed heavily on me. My legs ached, my voice was hoarse, and my mind spun from the constant attention and correction. Lily's pride was evident in every glance and word. "Tomorrow," she whispered, brushing a curl from my face, "we'll go further. A small family gathering. Everyone will see Emma, and she must shine. No mistakes." I swallowed hard, heart racing. Exposure terrified me. And yet, I couldn't deny the strange thrill mixing with my humiliation. A part of me feared the world would see me, but another part longed for it, desperately, uncontrollably. That night, as I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, Lily's soft whisper drifted from the doorway. "Sleep tight, Emmy, tomorrow. Everyone will see you. And there's no turning back." My chest tightened. Liam, my old identity, my comfort, my safety all slipping away. Emmy's presence filled the room completely, and the night seemed impossibly long. The morning of the family gathering arrived with a mixture of excitement and dread. Sunlight poured into my room, reflecting off the carefully chosen pastel dress, matching cardigan, and delicate flats Lily had prepared. My hair, curled and adorned with a ribbon, framed a face I barely recognized. "Good morning, Emmy," Lily said cheerfully, stepping into the room. "Today's the big day. Family gathering, everyone sees you. You'll shine, and there's no going back." My chest tightened. The word Emmy no longer sounded strange. It had begun to settle in my mind, entwined with the reflection in the mirror that stared back at me. I wanted to scream, to resist, to reclaim my old identity. But Lily's commanding eyes held me frozen in place. "Come on," she said, tugging gently at my arm. "Time to go. Confidence, poise, charm, remember all we practiced. Smile, hold your head high, be perfect." I nodded reluctantly, swallowing hard. Every step toward the car felt heavier than the last, weighted by fear, anticipation, and the lingering embarrassment from previous public outings. The drive to the gathering was tense. Lily chatted cheerfully beside me, offering constant advice and corrections. "Posture, Emmy. Chin up. Shoulders back. Smile naturally. You're captivating. They'll all be impressed." I shifted nervously in my seat, my legs stiff in the delicate flats. I felt every curve of the dress, every subtle change in my body, and each glance in the rearview mirror intensified the strangeness. Liam was fading further with every word, every step, every whisper of Emmy. Arriving at the house, I saw relatives milling about in the driveway and front yard. Whispers rippled immediately. Some faces twisted in curiosity, others in disbelief. Lily stepped beside me, standing tall. "Everyone meet Emma," she announced, voice confident. "She's embracing a new side of herself, and isn't she just radiant?" My face burned. I forced a smile, hands trembling slightly. The world felt sharp, piercing, and unrelenting. One of my cousins, Ryan, stepped forward, clearly confused. "Emma, you look different. Is this really you?" "Yes," I murmured, voice shaking. Lily's eyes sparkled triumphantly. "She's exploring her identity. Emma is confident, charming, and perfect. Please be kind." I wanted to retreat, to hide in a corner, but every step, every glance, every whisper made it impossible. Emmy had fully taken over. Liam was gone. The small gathering continued. Family members whispered behind their hands. Some smiled awkwardly. Others stared openly. Each interaction tightened the invisible chains of Lily's control. Aunt Clara, visiting for the first time, leaned close. "You're doing wonderfully, Emmy. Everyone notices. They admire you. And that's exactly how it should be." Pride, humiliation, and fear collided within me. I hated the attention yet craved it. Every correction, every whispered instruction from Lily solidified my transformation. By the evening, I was exhausted. My legs ached from the flats, my voice hoarse from polite conversations, and my mind spun from constant scrutiny. Lily brushed a curl from my face, whispering softly, "Tomorrow, even bigger challenges. Public events, school friends, everyone will see Emma. She must shine everywhere." I shivered. The thought of exposure terrified me. And yet, the strange thrill mingling with my fear was impossible to ignore. That night, as I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, Lily's whisper came from the doorway. "Sleep tight, Emmy, tomorrow, the whole world will see you. And there's no turning back." My chest tightened. Liam, my old identity, my comfort, my safety all slipping away. Emma's presence had filled every corner of the room, and the night stretched endlessly before me. The morning sun streamed into my room, illuminating every pastel detail Lily had prepared. My dress, soft, floral, perfectly fitted, was paired with a matching cardigan and delicate flats. My hair, curled and tied with a ribbon, framed a face that was no longer mine. I glanced in the mirror, and there she was, Emma, staring back at me, confident and undeniable. "Ready, Emmy?" Lily asked, her mischievous grin in place. "Today is the real test. Family, friends, neighbors, everyone will see you. And you'll shine." My chest tightened. Every nerve in my body screamed. I wanted to run, to hide, to rip the dress off. But Lily's eyes held me captive, commanding obedience I couldn't resist. "Come on," she said, tugging at my arm gently. "Remember everything we practiced. Poise, charm, confidence. Smile naturally, and you'll win them over." Stepping outside, every passerby's gaze felt magnified. Sidewalks stretched endlessly, filled with people jogging, walking dogs, and chatting. Every glance felt like a spotlight. Lily guided me carefully, adjusting posture, correcting my expressions, whispering encouragement. "Shoulders back, chin up, smile, Emmy. You are captivating. People will admire you, and they will notice every detail." I stumbled slightly in my flats, feeling every sway of the dress and every curve in my body. Whispers followed us as we moved, each one like a weight pressing down on me. The reflection in the shop window froze me. Emmy stared back, soft, delicate, undeniably feminine. We arrived at the gathering. Relatives crowded the entrance, whispering among themselves. Some faces twisted in curiosity, others in disbelief. "Everyone," Lily announced, standing proudly beside me. "Meet Emma. She is embracing a new side of herself, and isn't she radiant?" My face burned. I forced a stiff smile, hands trembling. The world seemed impossibly sharp, full of scrutiny and whispers. Liam felt like a fading memory. Emma was here, living fully inside me. Cousins and neighbors approached, curiosity evident. "Emma, is that really you?" one cousin whispered. "Yes," I murmured, voice shaking. Lily's eyes gleamed triumphantly. She's embracing her transformation. Emma is confident and perfect. Everyone, be kind and welcoming. I wanted to retreat. I wanted to hide. But every glance, every whisper, every photograph snapped by Lily reinforced her control. Liam no longer existed. By afternoon, the family gathering was in full swing. Conversations buzzed around me, smiles, laughter, and whispers mingling like a storm. Aunt Clara leaned close, whispering, "You're doing wonderfully, Emmy. Everyone notices. They admire you. And that's exactly how it should be." Pride, humiliation, and fear collided inside me. I hated the attention, yet a strange thrill coursed through me, impossible to ignore. Every gesture, every smile, every small correction from Lily solidified Emma's presence in my life. Exhaustion weighed heavily by evening. Legs ached from the delicate flats, my voice hoarse from continuous polite interactions, and my mind spun from constant scrutiny. Lily brushed a curl from my face, whispering softly, "Tomorrow, even bigger challenges await. Public events, school friends, everyone will see Emma. She must shine everywhere." I shivered. The thought of exposure terrified me, yet an uncontrollable thrill lingered, mingling with humiliation and fear. That night, as I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, Lily's whisper drifted into the room. "Sleep tight, Emmy, tomorrow. Everyone will know exactly who you are. And there's no turning back." My chest tightened. Liam, my old identity, my safety, my comfort all slipping away. Emma had completely taken over. The next morning, sunlight flooded my room, revealing every pastel detail Lily had orchestrated. My dress, soft, floral, perfectly fitted, was complemented by a matching cardigan and delicate flats. My hair, curled and adorned with a ribbon, framed a face I barely recognized. I stared in the mirror at Emma, a reflection that seemed more real than Ethan ever did. "Ready, Emmy?" Lily asked, her usual mischievous grin in place. "Today is the ultimate test. Family, friends, neighbors, all will see you, and you'll shine brighter than ever." My chest tightened. Panic clawed at me. I wanted to scream, to escape, to rip the dress off. But Lily's eyes held me captive, commanding obedience I could not resist. "Come on," she said, tugging gently at my arm. "Remember everything we practiced. Poise, charm, confidence. Smile naturally, and you'll win them over." Stepping outside, the morning air hit me sharply. Sidewalks were filled with people, neighbors walking dogs, chatting, noticing every movement. Every gaze felt like a magnifying glass on me. Lily guided me carefully, adjusting posture, whispering encouragement. "Shoulders back, chin up, smile, Emmy. You are captivating. Everyone will notice your elegance." I stumbled slightly in my flats, painfully aware of every sway of the dress, every curve of my body. Whispers and curious glances followed us as we moved, each one adding weight to my anxiety. The reflection in the shop window froze me. Emmy stared back, soft, delicate, undeniably feminine. At the family gathering, whispers erupted immediately. Faces turned toward me, some in surprise, others in disbelief. "Everyone meet Emma," Lily announced, her voice confident and proud. "She's embracing a new side of herself, and isn't she radiant?" My cheeks burned. I forced a stiff smile, hands trembling. Liam felt like a fading shadow. Emma had fully taken over. Relatives approached, curiosity evident. "Emma, is that really you?" one cousin asked hesitantly. "Yes," I murmured, voice shaking. Lily's eyes sparkled triumphantly. "She's exploring her transformation. Emma is confident, graceful, and perfect. Everyone, be kind and welcoming." I wanted to retreat. I wanted to hide. But every glance, every whisper, every photograph Lily snapped reinforced her control. Liam no longer existed. The gathering continued, buzzing with laughter, conversation, and subtle scrutiny. Aunt Clara leaned close, whispering, "You're doing wonderfully, Emmy. Everyone notices. They admire you. And that's exactly how it should be. Pride, humiliation, and fear collided inside me. I hated the attention, yet craved it. Every gesture, every smile, every small correction from Lily cemented Emma's presence in my life. By evening, I was exhausted. Legs ached from the delicate flats, voice hoarse from polite interactions, mind spinning from constant scrutiny. Lily brushed a curl from my face, whispering softly, "Tomorrow, even bigger challenges. Public events, school friends, everyone will see Emma. She must shine everywhere." I shivered. The thought of exposure terrified me, yet a strange, uncontrollable thrill mingled with humiliation and fear. That night, as I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, Lily's whisper floated from the doorway. "Sleep tight, Emmy. Tomorrow, everyone will know exactly who you are. And there's no turning back." My chest tightened. Liam, my old identity, my safety, my comfort all slipping away. Emma had completely taken over. And the next day promised a final, irreversible test. The morning sunlight streamed through my window, illuminating every pastel detail Lily had so meticulously arranged. My dress, soft, floral, perfectly fitted, was paired with a delicate cardigan and matching flats. My hair, curled and tied with a ribbon, framed a face that was no longer my own. I gazed into the mirror at Emmy, a reflection that had fully replaced Ethan, my old self, with a presence that was undeniable and inescapable. "Ready, Emmy?" Lily asked, her mischievous grin more intense than ever. "Today is the ultimate stage. School friends, neighbors, and even Mom will see the real Emma. You will shine. There is no turning back." My chest tightened. Fear twisted inside me, a desperate longing to reclaim Ethan, to break free, to rip the dress off and run. But Lily's eyes held me like a magnet, commanding obedience I could not resist. "Come on," she said, gently tugging my arm. "Poise, charm, confidence. Smile naturally. You are perfect. Everyone will notice." Stepping outside, the air was crisp, filled with the sound of early morning chatter and distant traffic. Sidewalks stretched endlessly, populated with neighbors walking their dogs, jogging, or chatting. Every gaze felt like a magnifying glass, focusing on me. Lily guided me with precision, correcting posture, whispering encouragement, adjusting my every gesture. "Chin up, shoulders back, smile, Emmy. You are captivating. They will admire you, and no one will forget her," she whispered. Every step in the delicate flats reminded me of my vulnerability. Every sway of the dress, every subtle movement of my body, made me painfully aware of the transformation. Whispers followed our path, subtle glances pointed in our direction, yet Lily's guiding hand reassured me and controlled every inch of my presence. At the schoolyard, friends and classmates gathered, noticing immediately. Their faces registered surprise, curiosity, and admiration. "Emma, is that really you?" one friend whispered, eyes wide. "Yes," I murmured, voice trembling. Lily's eyes sparkled triumphantly. She's embracing a new side of herself. Emma is confident, graceful, and extraordinary. Treat her with kindness and respect. Pride, humiliation, excitement, and fear collided inside me. I hated every scrutinizing glance, yet a strange thrill ran through me. Every whispered instruction, every guiding touch from Lily reinforced the reality. Liam, my old self, was gone. Emma had fully taken over. By midday, the world had become a stage. Everyone I knew, friends, family, neighbors, witnessed the transformation. Every word I spoke, every step I took, every gesture was observed and evaluated. My face burned, but the satisfaction in Lily's eyes was intoxicating. She had orchestrated this perfectly. "You're doing beautifully, Emmy," Lily whispered. "Look at them. They admire you. They cannot ignore you. You are perfect. You are her." I wanted to protest, to resist, to reclaim Ethan. But the reflection in shop windows, the subtle glances, and the unwavering guidance of Lily left no room for retreat. Emma was no longer a disguise. She had become the truth I had to live with. Evening arrived, and exhaustion pressed down on me. My legs ached from the flats, my voice was hoarse from polite conversation, and my mind was spinning from constant observation. Lily brushed a curl from my face and whispered softly, "Tomorrow, even bigger challenges. Public events, family, and school. Everyone will see Emma. She must shine everywhere." I shivered. Fear gripped me, yet excitement, humiliation, and reluctant fascination mingled in a storm I could not escape. That night, as I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, Lily's voice drifted from the doorway. "Sleep tight, Emmy. Tomorrow, the entire world will know who you truly are. And Ethan, well, he's gone forever." My chest tightened. Liam, my old identity, my safety, my comfort, all slipping away. Emma had claimed every corner of my existence. The nights seemed impossibly long, filled with the anticipation of a new life I could neither resist nor undo.